Good morning, Vande Matram. Welcome all of you. The topic to be discussed right now is on methods of spirit's liberation. Liberation of the spirit, we know about it. We have heard, often we have discussed. I think 2 days back we had a great discussion. We were discussing everything on liberation of the spirit from Sri Aurobindo Savitri. It was almost 1.5 hours discussion. Here we are going to have some methods, ancient methods, as described in different ethics. So, considering all these things, we are going to concentrate upon the methods of spirit's liberation. You know, see, the spirit's liberation is absolutely essential. Even we have discussed the spirit's greatness is our endless source. The spirit's greatness is our endless source, and it shall be our crown in endless time. Even in Sri Aurobindo Savitri, we have got a couple of chapters on soul, spirit, spirit's liberation, spirit's greatness. So many ways we have discussed in different times in different formats with respect to its utility. Here we are having more and mostly we are going for these ancient descriptions. About the mark, Gita expresses three paths. One is bhakti, second is jnana, and the third is karma. Bhakti, devotion, path of devotion. Jnana, jnana yoga, that is path of knowledge and study. Third way, you can find karma, the path of selfless service. Usually, three great methods were designed and well acquired in Bhagavad Gita, and mostly we know all these were appreciated. All these were actually followed in that Gita, but the Karma Yoga was given maximum importance. Karmenavadhikarestu ma padesa kadachana. You can have the right to do the work. You can have because it is in your control. But about the result, you have nothing to do. You can't do anything. Leave thy works result to its omnipotence. Leave thy works result to its omnipotence. All things shall change in the God's transfiguring hour. There is an hour, transfiguring hour, and a God's transfiguring hour. In that golden moment, everything will change. Everything will be transcended. That's all. For that, actually, you have to wait. Normally speaking, four ways we have to achieve the moksha liberation. But and one thing I want to make you clear, steer in the quotes and explains. If a moksha and a nirvana, we are the ultimate goal, there is so many of my ashramites, so many people staying in the ashram would have achieved since long time. So we have started our journey for a big distance. We have to go a long way. We don't know where we have to reach. There itself the train is moving on. It is not even the main stoppages. Sometimes it stops at some smaller stoppage stations like this. Moksha and Nirvana are small stoppages, not the final goal. Our final goal is perfection. It is supramental yoga. So the four ways of devotion to achieve moksha is first is bhakti yoga, bhakti, path of devotion. Already I have told you. Jnana, path of knowledge, study, path of karma, selfless service, and fourth one, that is Raja, royal path of meditation. A royal path of meditation. So with these four, we have to go to achieve the moksha. So the best way as defined in different theology, jnana, bhakti, and connection through love and bhakti. While discussing all these things, we have got the evolutionary process. Everything was not reversed. Everything was not been materialized in a single day. It is a step-by-step procedure. As per the passage of time, we keep listening. Everything is coming step by step. So we can get seven stages of evolution. Seven stages of evolution we can find there. Number one, being virtuous. Being virtuous, first stage of evolution. I am sorry. First stage of evolution, being virtuous means purifying thought. Purifying your thought. That is the first stage. Second, second, inquiry into the self. Inquiry of the self. We have to inquire it where really it is. Discovery, then contact, then you have that opening, then it's an adventure. It has to come forward. Then stand uncovered as a nature's king, step into common nature's crowded rooms, stand covered as the nature's king, rule our thoughts, take care of body and mind, and it will start its adventure towards the highest top, which is unknown to everybody. It will be the surest guide for this achievement. So this is the second step, inquiry into the self, turning mind inwards. So this yoga, so far this integral yoga is concerned. Everything, all the way, under all circumstances, one must turn inwards. Number three, becoming a mind being. Becoming a mind being. Manasarvasya. Mind being. Number four, becoming an intellect being. After mental being, you have to become an intellect being. Number five, total detachment. Attachment, the opposite is detachment. Total detachment and being a blissful being. First, mental being. Second, intellect being. Third, blissful being. Again, sixth stage of the evolution comes the realization. Realization, it is a big thing. Nobody can have the supramental who is not having the spiritual realization. So before going to spirit, you have to go for the psychic one, realization. And the last stage is coming, that is liberation. So these are the seven stages. I want to quote it again. Being virtuous means purifying your thought. Second, inquiry into the self, turning mind inwards. Third, becoming a mind being. Fourth, becoming an intellect being. Number five, total detachment and becoming a blissful being. Sixth stage is realization. And finally, we can have the liberation. For that, actually, we are going. Stages, we know most of the time we can find a moksha, that liberation. Moksha is a user liberation. Most of the time, nirvana and moksha are taken simultaneously, but they are different terms. Two stages of moksha that has been described: one, neutral and a detached attitude. Neutral or a detached attitude. Accept difficulty as a part of life, it will come and go, you have nothing to do. Accept difficulty as a part of life. And the second method, second stage of this moksha, jiva mukti. You know, everything has a purpose. Everything has a purpose. Without purpose, nothing is done purposelessly. And there is also sometimes purpose means that positivity, negativity, darkness, light, truth, falsehood, like this. Fall and rise, fear and bliss, ananda, nirananda. So everything has got a purpose. There is a sphere in the course. There is a meaning in a curve and a line. Behind every curve and a line, there is a meaning. So what we have to do? Be free from the desire. Desire is the sole cause of suffering. Sphere in the course. Kamana ka vinas, dukkha ka vinas. Buddha Dev said. Steer in the course. Desire is the sole cause of suffering. Don't keep any desire inside you. Try to get detached. Desire must perish. That also Sri Aurobindo has given two clues. One, satisfy it. After getting satisfied, it will never come back. Second, renunciation. This is a difficult one. Normally, people follow that one, but Sri Aurobindo has given us some solace. Anyway, Sri Aurobindo, of course, desire must perish. Satisfying this age will, this life will go. Sri Aurobindo never appreciate it, never welcomes, and never encourages. Desire must go. So be free from desire and greed. Have compassion for all that suffers. Have compassion for those who are suffering. So another term I want the moksha, but which work will help me in achieving moksha or going towards this moksha? Good karma, good work, favorable rebirth circumstances, bad work, less favorable rebirth circumstances. So you had what you have to do? You have to do the good karma. Purpose of the soul. Purpose of the soul, because soul is there, the spark of the absolute, it is well inside us. What is the purpose? Fulfilling one's dharma. Improve your karma, that that will help the individual in achieving moksha. So already you have been given that four paths: karma yoga, action and good deeds. Second, bhakti, devotion. Third, jnana yoga, karma and wisdom. And finally, we have known this is Rajat yoga. This is mental, discipline. So last, you can find sometimes the question is being put: how can we get freedom from life, mukti? How can we be free from life? So these are the some symptoms, some of the methods, symptoms. We can achieve some methods through meditation. Second, achieving one's dharma. Third, detaching from material world. Fourth, attaining divine understanding. If all these four are simultaneously done, or step by step you are actually referring and following, then you can get. Number one is meditation. Number two, achieving one's dharma. Number three, detaching from material world. Fourth, attaining divine understanding. Then the next step comes when we can have go five types of moksha. One is sarsti, achieving opulence equal to Lord. Second, sarupya, having a form like that of the Lord, same equivalent form. Third, samipya, living as a personal associate of the Lord, samip nearby, living nearby. Fourth, salokya, live in same loka, Vaikuntha planet, living there. Sajujya, Dutta, merging into Brahman feature of Lord. So these are the five types of moksha. You have remembered, you have recalled. Number one is Sasti, achieving opulence equal to Lord. Second, Sarupya, having a form like that of the Lord. Samipya, personal associate of the Lord, living in that. Salokya, living in Vaikuntha, where the Lord is living, Vaikuntha planet. Number five is Sajujya, merging into Brahman feature of the Lord. So these are the five terms given. Why the next step is why it is Lord? Why it is hard because it has come here, soul has descended, taking mind, life, and body as its instrument. But here, what is happening? Mind and life and body, they are playing in the outwardly, superficially, major role, as if they are doing everything, acting like masters. So here, the soul is really what it is doing, living hidden, concealed, and working from the behind the veil. So it has to come out. That I can recite two words. No more slave drugged under matter's dominance. Soul's experience of its deeper seeks, it knows what it has to do, what for it is here. No more slave drugged, sleeping, taking the drugs under the matter's dominance. It came to understanding it has to emerge, it has to fulfill its condition. It can't lay for more time hidden and concealed. It can't stay and work behind the veil. It has to come out. That has to be. Why it is hard? Renouncing the material object is hard for man. Overcoming ignorance and desire, that is hard to man. Then even if they know that they are not interested to give them up, that is the major factor, major problem with them. And this mukti or moksha, it indicates liberation from the cycles of birth and death. Moksha, realization of the identity of the individual soul with the supreme soul. Goal, desperate need of salvation. That is the goal. All these we are related to what I am taking. We are related to the ancient relation. Now itself, we are moving forward to integral education, integral yoga. The purpose is different. Different. Simply, we are going for births and rebirths so that experience can be gathered up by the soul and there will be progress and development and we will move forward towards supramentalization. Not rationalization but supramentalization. That is the goal. That is the object of supramental yoga. That is the object of supramental yoga. Not morality but psychicization. That is the goal. So anyway, even way we have seen the stages of moksha. Mostly what we see, dharma, artha, kama and moksha. These are the 4 stages of moksha we have seen. Anyway, it is a great moment. Recently we have taken everything from Savitri, 1.5 hour discussion that has been also given you through YouTube. It has been given Savitri and the liberation of the spirit. I think we have heard of it on last 4th. We have heard it 4th August. So second step and third step will go later because it is not a fairy tale. It is a truth. That's what Sri Aurobindo writes. A formless liberation came on her. A formless liberation came on her. Her means Savitri, the universal mother. Mother quotes, here I can stay not for I seek my soul. I am seeking for my soul, so I can't stop here. That is the one. And on Sri Aurobindo it has been written as Aswapati's yoga. Thus came his soul's release from ignorance. The soul's release from ignorance. And his soul was freed and given to her alone. Freedom is there, liberation is there. And finally on transformation, Sri Aurobindo quotes, to a few is given that God-like rare release. God-like rare release. But whatever I am telling, that is not enough. We have to go a long way because it is a serial discussion on the liberation of the spirit. We have to wait for another topics. Thank you for now. Bye. And have a nice day. Thank you. Happy Friendship Day.